Fred, do you have a follow-up for the governor?
Yes, follow-up, Governor. We are seeing an historic state budget deficit and at the same time an increased demand for a variety of support services. Can you talk about how you will solve what is a services versus a revenues struggle? How can government provide necessary services with fewer dollars?
It's a great question, Fred. In fact, it's interesting because in the private sector, as you all know, in the private sector, when revenues come down, your variable costs come down. In the state government, when your revenues come down, your variable costs go up, driven by higher unemployment, exacerbated by higher caseload and pressure on health and human services, and it's a balance. And the best way I can talk about how I approach the budget in the next biennium is what we did in this biennium. 6 months ago, we were faced with a $300 million revenue shortfall. We balanced the budget, we created a surplus, our rating agencies affirmed our strong fiscal management, and we did it while protecting services for children, for seniors, and people with disabilities. I would approach it the same way going forward.
Thank you, Governor. Mr. Stephen, you have 45 seconds.
Well, Fred, in the past, as Commissioner of Health and Human Services over 4 years, I was able to return $143 million to the taxpayers of this state, while at the same time improving critical services. I also, in the last 2 years, have helped 3 governors, Democrat and Republican, cut costs from their budget. In one case, over $1 billion. In another case, we helped the governor of Rhode Island reform his entire health care plan. We've got to look at every single line item. I will do everything I can, just like I've done in the past, to make sure that we do not compromise critical services in this state. But we are going to balance that budget. It is nearly $800 million. And I'll tell you one thing as well. We can do it working both with Democrats and Republicans. It has to be done the New Hampshire way together, because that's the only way we're going to get our economy moving again.